Welcome to the District Dish. I am CMSD CEO Dr. Morgan, and I'm here at John Marshall School of Information Technology, and I'm so excited to bring our first edition of the District Dish with these three amazing scholars. So why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Tiana, and I'm in the 12th grade.
My name is Elianis, and I'm in the 11th grade.
My name is Darwin, and I'm in the 10th grade.
All right. So let's get started, and I'll start just with some easy questions, and I know we'll be going back and forth where you'll get a chance to ask me questions, but I'll start. So we'll start easy and just let me know what your favorite subject is in school.
My favorite subject is science.
I would say my favorite subject is history.
Of American government. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, very nice. I was a science teacher. So which science is your favorite?
I like environmental science.
Environmental. I was physics, chemistry. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my question is, now that we lost so much money from the government, how are we gonna be able to get this money back?
Yeah, great question. So you're asking a great question about our funding, and this year with COVID relief dollars, we have lost quite a bit and have had to make some decisions. So there are a couple of things we can do and that we're looking at, aside from us making some decisions in terms of programs, staffing that we have to make. I'm also working with some of our local partners, our foundations, to think about ways we can get more funding in. Also, the way we're funded, do you know how we're funded as a school system?
By the tax dollars, I'm assuming?
Tax dollars, yeah, and then how do we get more funds if we have more what?
I'm assuming I actually don't know.
Yeah, so we're the more students we have, actually. So the more students we have, the more funding. So when there are more students, we have you can have more funds. So aside from us actually just thinking about programs and grant dollars that we could bring into the system, if we bring more scholars, attracting them back into the system, that will also help us. And then also thinking about, for a district our size, what are the right number of buildings that we have, what are the right number of staff members we have. So these are all decisions that are coming up in the future, but all of those things will help us financially. And I will not rule out if the federal government wants to bless us again with another big grant gift, I will take that gladly.
Yeah.
So now that the Get More, Give More Opportunities Fund program is coming back, how is this program going to be different from the first time, and how can we guarantee it's going to work? And also, what made you want to bring it back?
Yeah, great question. So, well, first of all, I want to thank you, and Elianis, I want to thank you personally, because I know at the last Student Advisory Council meeting, you came up to me and was like, hey, I have concerns. I really want to make sure, you're really rethinking this. And so I thank you for that. As I mentioned when I first started, I wanted to listen and learn. And that was like a practical example of listening and learning when you make some decisions. And they're tough decisions from my seat. Not everyone's always going to like the decisions, but when you listen and you hear, that was a big reason of why I want to bring it back. Now, we did have some concerns with the program. One of the things we realized were a concern with the program is not all students were benefiting from it. And when I looked at so far how the dollars have been distributed, I wanted to make sure that it was more equitable across the board. And I also, to run the program, even though students were coming, making those decisions, it took a lot of work from the adults that were running those programs. They were putting together the grant applications. They were putting together the big binders, and you guys had to get to East Professional Center. So there was a lot of capacity that needed to be put with the program, and we want to figure out how can we run a program that supports our scholars, but doesn't take as much of the overhead cost and some of the overhead operations. So some of the things that we're looking at to bring it back, we haven't finalized decisions, but I would love a way where every school, no matter what, gets a pot of dollars. It doesn't have to be on a grant application, but it's just like every school gets a certain amount of dollars. And then schools can make those decisions with their students, their staff that are there, their parents at that individual school to figure out how can we utilize our dollars for this year. The grant itself, as you know, was initially $20 million, of which we now have a little bit over $16 million of it left. So if we figure out how to distribute those funds across all of our schools over the next 3 or 4 years, each school community, students, parents, and the staff that are there can help make those decisions. So those are things that we're looking for. You did ask, how can we guarantee that it will work? whenever we do programs, you said you like science, Tiana. A lot of this is, seeing what works and then making modifications. So even for when we bring it back, we will see what works. We will see things that are benefiting. If there are things that are not, we can always make an adjustment. That's the beauty of making change. So thank you for keeping me honest, keeping us honest, and advocating to bring it back. And I'm looking forward to hopefully making sure that the program is more equitable.
All right. What's the best place you visited in Cleveland?
So I need to get out more, but I'll tell you one of my favorite places. And when I lived here before, because I worked in the district some years ago, one of my favorite parks to run in is Edgewater. And my favorite part of that, well, now I have two favorite parts of it, but my favorite part is like when you run up this peak in Edgewater Park and there's the Cleveland sign. Have you guys seen that Cleveland sign at the end of it? That is just, I think, the most beautiful part of the city because you're just reflecting and looking down. And I go out there and just reflect a lot. And now sometimes I'll go out on the docks because when I was here before, the docks weren't really open. I'll go out on the docks. I'll do a walk on the beach. It is so helpful for just my mental health to just sometimes after a really long day, just go out, look at the water, reflect. And the city is so beautiful and calm from that vantage point. It really can get me ready for the next day when I do that.
So who is on your music playlist?
Oh man, so the funny thing is a little bit of everything is on my playlist. One of the songs was off of J. Cole's new album.
Oh no.
But my playlist has everything from I have jazz, I have gospel,
Oh,
I
gospel's
have
lit.
rap,
Gospel's
I have all types of stuff on my playlist.
Can I ask this?
Yeah.
Do you listen to Kendrick Lamar?
Kendrick. I was about to say it.
So I listened to Kendrick's first album. I really like that one. So yeah, I did. Okay, so some of my favorite rappers that I have. So I'm old school Kanye. But I know Kanye has taken a different turn. But some of his old school stuff, like I really like it. I rock with Jay-Z, some of his older stuff. I love Pac. So
What about you, actually?
Me, I'm a gospel girl. I love me some Tasha Cobbs.
Ooh,
She's great.
Yeah,
I love her.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. What about Corinne Hawthorne?
Oh my God, I love her. I love me my gospel. It's so great.
Yeah. It's all good. Yeah.
Well, if you ever need music from me, especially Kendrick related, I always got a song.
Yeah, you gotta school me on some of those, and I'll let you know some of the J. Cole ones I was listening to. Some of the titles. I will have to figure out what is the edited version of those titles, but J. Cole is pretty cool. Yeah.
I mean, personally, I wouldn't say I don't like J. Cole. I do like his music. The thing is, he got called out by Kendrick, so I'm like,
so you're like,
So I mean, I just, I gotta stick with Kendrick's side.
Okay, that's cool. Yep.
Me? I like actually anything. If it's in my playlist, I like it. But I'm more like an alternative music liker. So I'm like with stereotypical emo bands. I like emo songs. Like you can't play with me. I like anything really, as long as it's good.
Question for you. So senior year, what's next?
I'm going to college. I got accepted into Kent, so I just got
All right.
my room and board done and
Yes.
everything.
And then you're heading into senior year.
I
So
am.
what are you excited about heading into senior year?
I'm excited about the classes, actually.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited for AP Literature because I heard so many good things about it. So I'm ready to take that
It's
on.
amazing. I can't believe it. I mean, you were a sophomore. When
I know, right?
Yeah, you're heading into your senior year. Big
Yeah.
leagues. And then heading into junior year. So, yeah, what's on the horizon for you?
Honestly, I already know what I want to do. Like, I already have everything set out. And
Okay.
people say that it's better to like have everything, and which they're right about that. I could most definitely see that it's hard to if you don't know what you want to do, it's hard. But I'm lucky enough that I was able to find out what I wanted to do when I was like in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And that's I want to actually be a fighter pilot or just fly helicopters, any stuff like that, right?
Wow, that's amazing.
And the reason I got like it was like that was because I went to the air show with my dad, and I was like, they're like so cool, and it's like, what's it called? I got firsthand experience. I was actually able to talk to one of the pilots for the planes, and it was actually really interesting. They told me a lot about they told me a lot about it. It was really, really cool. And it really inspired me to become a fighter pilot just like them.
You could do it. I had, when I worked at the White House, I had a colleague who went to the Air Force and went through the academy. So I know you could do it. It's really awesome. And something on my bucket list is I want to learn how to fly a plane as well. So, you know, maybe as I get on this journey and as you get through this journey, we can do that together. So
That's fine by me.
yeah. Well, thank you so much. This is our time. I appreciate our scholars and looking forward to the next time.